You are listening to GOB Radio in the heart of Reading Town. The station dedicated to the black community news, education and entertainment. Stay tuned.
Dumienu abo adishimama mi mobi bia kwaba edeba GOB TV and radio enso eso emre aso se oman ene amaodo so nsema amensaka se ene ewi aprem to beka se ebo emitumi ede ebeso mo ba bibia wo na wote ye nka enso etumi ede efi na ensem no edoso ye ni obetie ebi enso enie ye wa kopie mu enso ewo vice president akachi odisembebre na ena atimi atuja Sasna first lady Eddie Mo Michael Knogana Mammy and Ding and so Rebecca Ekufu and said in Sembebre now said to me atuja na enrada International Women's Day and Semben Wakafa Lago Piemu and so Mrashebe Jeffie. Now Yako Piemu Mrashebe Jeffie name or met me Eddie and Mayor would they pan and rather or parliament or this winning and so catch it and come out to announce it to me coso and so Mrashebe Jeffie Ninano F World Women's Day any client ma abesimi afaso etimi adiye ewo Michael Knogana ha na World Women's Day na no anaja yetimi asako piemu so digital economy ase na digital economy ni HMC sesi an maya ene maba wankete esi asiso mrewafo no so eba no mesiriwa na omowe ma omoba no ni nyina no ene ometim de omo agim enso Ghana ye economy sensemu na ne man so etimi akonanim ede amagana ahwefo eni etiefo nyina no enso eho na enu amede betu anim se etuotutuo bi enso etimi akoso wa tamale mensini nimu ye ho nsem no kra ye deja wa himpo bi etuotimi kan ene wada yare empas no wode nkra enso etimi asoma ama ne man so etimi akonanim ewo da hefo so eni etiefo nyina no ewo honom yade munchire mu nyina no enso betumi aba na ne man so etimi akonanim ede amagana ahwefo enso eni etiefo nyina no ewo honom na yewa kopie mu aguna unya kopie mu aguna tampiru na tampiru ono isi ani zembebre na na ekoso eho ya mo kotu sre Ghana ban enso any government officials so mo meyo mo moa wo makwan enu omu nsuo enso enye ensemwe yi eni afufuro bi ene ne ubete enso ewo yenkase ebo eso ewo GOB TV and radio Facebook ono afi obowram so tuni na GOB TV and radio na ne man so etimi akonani media amount www.gobtv.tv and so yes to me live and clear and so hono ma afin yenkase eboyin ya tintim ni nyina so agua befo kwantimpon video so gobnewsonline.com ono niema ekonani ade amaye na wefo eni atiefo nyina no enso ho na kwachina de efesika ene ode yeye kwanchenso ade efesika kroya ana wotimi akoto no ode abafie na niema so akonanim ade amaga na wefo enso eni atiefo nyina no ho a Brefo Travel and Tour, GOP Multimedia, Lucene Phones and Accessories, Genesis Fashion Designs and Boutique, Enso Kaubi, Anakasi boy Eba Wakem, Nanya Manset Makonanim, Ediama Ghana Hefo, any atiefo nyinano enso elho. Na midiya no Oheneba Appiah Kubi ufemina sepe, metimi ajusu yepa, mene ne majibre, enso de kasiya no enchire mu nyinano, etumi Eba Wakem. Mi chami waba me bape kasiye ninchire mu ebetumi aba. I don't want to talk in Musa.
The station dedicated to the black community news, education and entertainment. Stay tuned.
Yemfa kasiye ninchire mu no entumi anhihye so na embra wakwam na ne man kona nimpa emfa emaw yenko hyase emfa free Ghana yemra hyebedwafie na enra enso International Women's Day enso Ghana mra hyebedwafie na ne man so etimi kona nim ede ma Ghana fo nyina no ugo pie mo mra hyebedwafie wa enei ema omo so MPs ya omo wo mra hyebedwafie no eri nsem bebre na so etimi atuja ya mu chem se yenwe pa na ye moa mama enso entimen komanim enso wa brabom afa kura ne ma akwanya na ma enso entimen participate e Ghana yem politics nsensem na emu afa kura na adwumaku awdo biara e ma enso wom no yenwe se akandi dwuma no ye betumi ama o ma ye bie na ne ma enso etimi akwa bi se ye wa film is what men can do women can do better enso etina enra enso international women's day no eno nso akwa hia se ye kopie mo mra se bedwafi a yetimi yi dai na ye ne kama ye de hye Ghana ma nyina enso animonyam niema Ghana ma nyina so hu sampa wa mo nso ka hu bi ansa na o man konkunu Ghana etimi agina ne naso yie pa enso ore asante man akura ansa na asante man no ebe fa ne ntuma pade afira na ya fra ya asante enso no ni nyina na agina oba ne din enso ene ya asantoa nana ya asantoa ka hu bi pa eti ekira osesesi ano emma enso hu hia enso ewe ye na asetina mu dada asetina mu se ne niema nso esimi kono na yenko mra hye bedwafie na yenko tie se ne ensem no ene nkomo no simi koso ewa Ghana mra hye bedwafie wa bra parliament no enso etimet na ase na proceedings koso eno ada na emma ekasaye.
Our success or otherwise in the pursuit of this endeavor depends on members of this House, particularly my fellow female members of Parliament. We must work at all times to project issues that confront women while urging Parliament to pass laws that eliminate cultural and institutional barriers that contribute to the widening of the gender inequality gap.
Mr. Speaker, I take the opportunity also to ask the men in this room and the ones outside if they are going to join forces with us as women so that our numbers will increase in this parliament come the 9th parliament a few years from now. You can do that, Mr. Speaker, by breaking the bias, which is the theme for this year. If you break the barrier and break the bias, you will support a woman regardless. After all, we on our part as women have supported our male children and husbands and fathers to achieve their destiny. Mr. Speaker, what is of concern to me is the systemic, institutional and cultural practices that limit and inhibit the progress that women should make. Mr. Speaker, often when you're a woman and you want to contest the elections to come to Parliament, for example, you are called names. This can deter women and it dampens their spirits, taking away from us sharp brains, women with high professional values, ethics and so on, who can contribute considerably to the development of our country, but are terrified of the name calling and therefore we lose the opportunity to have these contributions amongst us.
I want to encourage our female colleagues to take the work that they do very well. I mean, I must admit some of them are doing very well, but we want to see a lot more of them taking the work that we do in the chamber here seriously. Mr. Speaker, the work of the parliamentarians will be in this chamber. This chamber. If you are a parliamentarian and you cannot glue yourself to this chamber, then I'm sorry. You can be 3 times, you can be 4 times here, you will still lack a lot of things. The secret is be in the chamber from start to finish, as much as possible. Because this is more than investing. Because remember, the archaeology to geology of our country passes through this house. By gluing yourself to this house and the chamber, you learn so much. Because it will interest you to know, the moment we get to bills, you look around and see how many of the women you see. I'm drawing the attention to the weak areas that can strengthen them. You go to committee, some of them just go write their name and they leave, and they don't stay. I'm pointing these weak areas to our female colleagues. These are the areas that you can strengthen yourself and be able to match up. Should you one day the opportunity for you to become a chair or ranking or in leadership, avail yourself, you're able to match and work efficiently. It is not a biscuit that we just share around. If it is given to you and you not work to be able to earn it, it will come with a lot of challenge. You see that you will be having a lot of challenges.
Etino, Sane Coco see or Mashebe de Fia, Jayako Fabia de Amagana before, and so near Tiafu, and so ever. utie se ne jamra hye bedwafiefuo simitina ase no omudi omo nkomo pa na atim say yes ampa omo Ghana ho mapa so omo beboa ama maya mebawa mebunu ya yesisu o mai konkunu Ghana ha no ye betimi aboa manema enso etimi akona nim e de ama ye nyina no ewo ho na yento ase wonsafu from International Women's Day ya ho ana maami a wono first lady ewo mai konkunu Ghana ni din ene Rebecca Ekufu wade nsembebre na nso etimi atuja wa bra obepie mu oke university ho meeti honom no na wonsem ni timi kona ni mpa eso etimi de maye maami no ade nkomo bebre na ene koso ezukufu ahodo ye omo ye mako pie mu adwumadi na se a wade afutu sem enso etimi ekoma omo yenko tie first lady na no di sem ni bi enso
Removal of biases has been a long-standing struggle. Many have sacrificed prominence, time, resources, and even limb and life to get us to where we are today. History says that we have indeed come a long way, yet a lot more needs to be done. It is true, we have made substantial progress when it comes to education. However, gender disparities still remain. Again, women's representation is still lagging in politics. Our constitution guarantees gender equality. However, women still face inequalities directly and indirectly through stereotypes and social practices. Simply put, gender equality before the law still does not translate into reality. We know conflict affects women and children the most, and yet women are largely absent from the peace table. Studies, however, show there is a 35% greater chance of peace agreements lasting 15 years when women participate. So if women are integral to peace, why do we largely exclude them from peace negotiations? My generations and generations before me have put in their time to address these biases. The Equality Front needs new blood, renewed energy, fresher perspective, and a new kind of hunger. But we have a generation that is presented with technology and the immense possibilities for intense activism. At the touch of a button, at the click of an icon, you have access to the world, including decision makers and a network of like-minded global citizens. This was something that was unimaginable decades ago. It's time for you to negotiate your way to equality and the removal of biases. I have no doubt about your ability and hunger to do so. Your voice is integral to who you are. How you use it is vital to your becoming the person you want to be. Use your voices to create the change you want. Imagine the world you want to see and create the world for yourselves and generations after you. Leave your footprints in the sands of time. When the time comes, hand over the baton. Your experiences, your defeats, your triumphs will inspire another generation. We will get there, but only if we all work together. Because one thing is clear, bias is not normal. It is the antithesis of development.
Entino Ghana yem first lady oba panyina odin kan ewo Michael Kuno Ghana ni din enso ne Rebecca Ekufu ana yete ne nkan a wotu mabunufo na won kire om kwan om befa so betimi aye masima na om so omukunu mu anie afa kra no wiase afa na nyina no ka so oyo oba ye hwan na ode ho nsem ni nyina no etumi ade ma Ghana ma nyina enso eho na yeguso International Women's Day no emuo na unya kopie mu enso okrampupu ni mantem onom a ene nhwemudie bi etimi ekoso maami ani din ene LC Ado wono enso Bank of Ghana second deputy enso governor enso wa eno na etimi ekoye ede mai na maami no enso di nsembebre na etimi ekoso ya wo chem sa wo se na ewiase no de mesimi kwa Ghana fo ma titiru pan ade se wo we se na yensika sem esimi kwa kamia kwa se maka krabi na ababe 20% pe ana edu musika mu di betie anaso mu di besie enso sika krabia enso wa ho nsem na akọ ebibi e dia ma oman no ema no a ewom no enu ntini oboa se ema no yemmoa ye ho pa na yentimi ema niema enko nanim emfa ema ye yenko tie ma me LC ni nsem odi tuja no enso ebi.
Every day, when right here in Ghana, every Abiba, every Asantua, every Wachi or Kenke seller, every market woman, every hairdresser, every dressmaker, every caterer, events planner, every woman and girl will seize the opportunities that are already existent, available, to reinvent themselves and their businesses and to create lasting value for our economy using the power of technology, and in particular the power of digital financial services such as mobile money, payment services, the GHQR code, and many other innovations that continue to evolve. A lot has been done already in Ghana to make that possible. The government's policy measures under the National Financial Inclusion and Development Strategy, the Digital Financial Services Policy, the Cashlight Agenda, all of these support financial inclusion broadly, but especially gender-inclusive finance and digital financial services. On its part, the Bank of Ghana continues to do its best within its statutory mandate to promote financial inclusion, including through providing an enabling environment that promotes the availability of and access to and use.
Mami and the any LC Ado, ya second deputy governor. Emma Omai, Yenzika Krabia Batine, Bank of Ghana, no, and yet in Konusu to Manina Efo, Ewa Ghana Hase, Wabrana Enra, International Women's Day, no, Eso. Now, what you made here, National, Anna Mamia or no, and say deputy minister, Edema gender and protection, no, and said in Zembebre na to Janidi, any la Raba, Naraba, no, said in Zembebre na, and said to me to Ja, Ewa Jumedi, no, and so I say.
Internet area, and as I say, across school feeding, we are going to digitize it. Until what now? Ofia kura, while we journalists, who say, you know, the annual walla, or click, when we say, you know, the annual walla. Until it's going to be so transparent, say, Opia bit my logo in no the ecoso. And to share, say, we should upgrade the digital economy. Yen sumpa, na usum na win the year, it may be brave. Until catch them on my say, one way. Na young Bodore say ma so emunia opportunity be brave our man to Muslim one young then we should leverage the economic for women. Until anything in Niger, ye distant if you hire some and a week in a women's international day. And no achieve.
It's no hair, mammy, aja. Or no answer the one abo lariba. Ya was saying, I am a shepherd, any edema man from water constituency, no. One was I as a deputy our gender and protection wa and yet me go fan and this kakra and so it made by and near my corner nimpa and so it made my na ye ya pe ana mami ono so de clara what is semni bebre na and so it me atwa so e de magana fo nyina no titru emma
Facebook so and or Instagram so but Instagram ni Facebook it is powerful it is bia what ultra photo your selfies ni bibia what me this adreno sanfa of business now we use Instagram now can you imagine the global market how betimi nya
it no so etu emafo say we maya pesi so onya fa phones na iPhone 7 iPhone 8 any iPhone 6 bia TikTok na huna mane Instagram na huna mane Twitter ni Facebook and WhatsApp okra the status no yenka eniema hu yan na se bi o mu post and so social media pages ahodo na enra na International Women's Day ni die wo baby ana wo tie no ensisa ni subai na niema ensem fata odi kogu Facebook ni hu nkono ba no e wo se wo se sanwonsa afi waduane kwa na obetimi anu ane kama twa ye video fakotu Facebook ko na manfo hu sampa so ye expect e waduane nwem empo kra no ne otimi ye kama bia no ya ye kama pa no utimi ye na wa ye video na da akotu social media wadwuma bia wo ye bianzo ye oba no bon dawro enso esweta ho enso ni TikTok ho na manfo hu wadwuma pa wusu betumi aye e wo Michael kunu Ghana hana ne manko nanim emfa mai na nya se ye se kebo ye ho enso e wo TikTok ni social media ho no titru ma no ana san komo nyina no etimi ekọ ede mamu yenko pie mu otamale eno adam de betu wanim ya michiremu ede echire we say tamalimens ni mo na etuotutuo bi nso etimi akoso ya wo himpon bi etuo ni bi nso etimi aka no na enra no na etuo no ekoso wie yepe ana omutimi azemtrofo nhyiamudie na omuchem sesesi anu pam no twa no peace ana yenyina yehwe asumdue anu bu ana yenyina yenom na ne ma nso etimi akona nimpa ede amaga na ahwefo yenkoni enkoti azemtrofo nhyiamudie ni se ne esimi koye eho.
And the Premier himself. The Premier is expressing his most friendliness to the media houses, and he told us this morning, even on his sick bed, that peace is what he cherished. No member of the family should attack anybody in retaliation. That we should leave the issue to the police to investigate this criminal.
Supreme Court.
Etinu sana akosie enso ehwa ayetimi afabie de amagana hwefo enso eni etiefo nyina no eho na amane bayen se kan de free Ghana posifu akache enche bia be last year no anase afie twam no ane de betu manim se bullion van bi etuotutuo bi nso etimi akoso a abrantie so no ya woye Ghana posi ni etuo ni bi nso etimi aka no enso ho na nwemu etimi akoso ama nam so am yetimi akwachi nipa be num bia sesi amino kase nipa num no emu 4 eya posifu a omoye constable a omotimi ye posi adwuma na ebie na omo enso eni akronfo renfoi eni etimi kosi ginaye ahodo ekwa ataki bulon van yo mushutu omo yonko police ni enso ho na mane bayen seka ya krata na abanu na onimonyafo ndi ni ACP kwasi wofori ensa ehyasie public relations officer ed magana posi banyako no ana di nsem bebre na so etime krata so begu social media na bia so nsem trofo so ya wo chim se nipa 5 yense etimi aka wo mo afa krampo no wosade nkra eko amagana wiase afa na nyina no bibia wate yenka titiru ni health workers for se obi enso etime ba nchen na se tuo enso etime aka na eyade so mu ko operation ni so mu timi akwache nkofo ya udo no dodo na enso etime dwane yo mu tutu fam na ebi enso etime akeka mu bomaden a na yi aposifo enso asutire na se nipa 5 omu enso etime aka mu de mu 4 enso eye Ghana aposifo mu sha aposi atare enso wa enei sei na oman no esimi ekọ we atwemadwen asi bibisu na se wo se yetimi ko petuo na ye register tuo no wa ban mu ne de to ye ho se ne obi kun a wakunka na Ghana posi ni timi twituo ko robi ko kum ni yonku posi ni fosika pan dia na se oman ni yenyina ye insecurities ensem no enso aye dija enso wa wonsem na etima kama eti amane ba Ghana posi fo e de amaye ni se omo ye nhwemu ahodo na womo se Ghana fo nyina po so mbetimi aboye ho pan ho bambo masoa ebetimi amaye dimu enso Michael kunu Ghana nti yanke akomanto yeyem ne entami kuchu yemo wi ne kopiem enso agona tampiru na agona tampiru fo di sembebre na atuja ya mu chem so man na omu wom no wo mu kuro no nyema bebre nye afa kwa ni electricity nsensem no ehun akwa atwe de amomo light wo kromo suppose ahodo ehuma ni gusu no ade se enye esuo nyamu na ya tigu ya wonam nsuo mu pe na electric shock enso etimi akokoma wa enam so a eha wo mo enso agona tampiru yenkoti ensem no se ni esimi koye eho
na papa mo fa obeda agwo asa etumi se akubi nta me ntumpu mo fa yeda won fa ho ya mpemfu no krampo entume mfa ho nti esra ben do mo boyen kakra no mo hweme so ni asma edo tunin ofi akoso no so de akwan de esra omra no mo boyen so kwan do na ya amuna ka afa do krampo ansu tompa entume yede yenko nti esra ben de mo hweme afi bia wadada nti esra na mo hwe kwan no me ni yeme.
Since 2020, this year 2022, me, enya dia ECD for what ban we be djuma ote dem. Ye hu me sma po yi esia na fe akrak na de biara en suboto no se ekọ hu pe na ma shock. Enti e besra hen impemfo se ye ntwen na atoye ncheme no ensi ansa na de biara hu aba se wo ba mama ebusua ne oman no yakọ. Enti bla atoye ncheme no onya nsi ye besese sem we bi ho no mo a won fa mbo hen one from where and Sanam at the engineer, as I said, the real light post now, you know, I a dead track into your best. Your best is one more Diana, one more shaman.
Your best a buying say, says your community in Cassiana until yes, electricity extension. I'm a crude and then you have about crude APC. The money, you have to be also in Naquine. I walk crude quine yet. Anytime you are not, the machine about quine so I mean, you do to Otebro and yet a bear 1 kilometer. The Basra buying say, and I say MC say, Omo, a buying now to say, Otebro Yin, Loro Kaya, down a day in Ara, a 24 was on Mutuma Faso, no Mudia Apo Blabba, etc.
Croimu. Me a business will Croimu. Na ofi aha mo ko shedo no ofi shedo ba quite tiapa enso ye gina ka be another ya fraka bi do mbra no mafanya o si ye kwan na ye nti wamba na afi so ye nya light essentially wo kroim papa nti ya sra ya mampanyin se na due youtube bi fi we do kroim o mampanyin onwu ya mobo no onka he de ya nso ya omanya oboanya obeyeye nti ya sra papa lo mampanyin o mobo he na ya mobo wo krodo emu na afi so ayaya mebu wo kroim bebre adwuma yi kroim
agran west wo bu yakwasia abibia na ya to abamo ya to mo sa ye hunkuntu bia sedra kwan ba bia aye ntutu kwan bia we twitwa while and fine ya nkuti te pro de ya ka bibia wo fiye nti se afi wei wengu ye kwan no da me na se wo de abato box bia ba ha ya dia ye ba mokwan ye be ya to atin ba bi
Entino oman formo enso etimi gu aguna tampiru ena etimi din sembebre na enso etimi atuja wo omakwan a enye ho enso eni se ne niam asimi kono e wo omoman no enso eso na ye kowie kase no enso e wo enkofo amanso ye momre mo enkopie mo Ukraine ye nyina nim Ukraine enso ne Russia ntokwa a etimi akwaso enso ho na eno ana former president e de ma Ukraine man no etimi atonkra e de akoma the current president e Ukraine man nim se afei entokwa no akumbi eye ye nyina ye hu se wa bomodin asenko be defeat Russia for na enso em se niema na ye adwo mo nsem kakra etiri wontwa so na on saranda ema Russia for na se ko basa pe Russia for betima kasa ampa ye defeat wo mo enso e ho ye ntwa so e ho na papa ne se wo no se wa ka so be konkudin page ne minus wo de obwada nya de se obetwa so na eno amu na ana German for enso the news bi ba bon te mu chem se enam tokwa na etimi ekoso enso ewo Ukraine man mu no enam so ama fuel prices enso etimi akokosoro enso owazisi an se ne no musimi to mu liters no etimi akosoro pa enso German montin so a ekame akwese ezi anu enam kakra sa European countries ne betimi aka mo enso wa ebe ma fuel sensem no so etimi akosoro na ne ma so etimi akonanim e de ama ha ana brebe makwan makase boni nyina so etimi asi Breful travel and tour eso masne ema medical sebo na etimi de bai wasi tukwan ne na etu aka wachi na bi umpewe na apedei ene ni ema betimi akọ na afa enso etimi de ama ya Breful travel and tour se menkanchro na ne ema nkọ na nim enso etimi efa ma se ezia no o pese untukwan ko pie mu ama no ne hotel reservation flight booking ni nyina no oye nwa adwuma enso etimi de ama wa ene ema bekọ papa enso de ama friend +44 2080684974 +44 2080684974 na ontimi amwa na ne man ko nanim enfama Ghana hwefo ene etiefo na GOP multimedia ne flyers awudo pia open no ube pie mo na kachepe obetumi enso aboawo na ne man ko nanim e de amagana hwefo enso ene etiefo nyina no e wo honom ubetimi abowi sunu akwa kopiem enso atasma so trust clothing ho owe ntare ehye ye ne a ni nyina na efi na kache ene etimi eba ye honsem no etimi akona nim ede amaye midi ya no ene ba Kwabena Appiah Kubi wo frem na asai pe metumi ajusu epa me na meje pre enya pre eri kase ni nchire mu nyina no enso etimi eba wa kwem na ne makona nimpa ede maye makraw.
You are listening to GOB Radio in the heart of Reading Town. The station dedicated to the black community news, education and entertainment. Stay tuned.